Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm hoping for about 4 hours on the bike. Got a little bit of a life update, a little bit of advice for people on what to do if you're riding sort of 4 or 5 hours on the bike. So guys, if you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, my name's Carl. This is Pedal to Fitness, and I'll see you when I'm a little bit further up the road. Oh, that's all the sketchy bits done. Going along the A20 towards Barming and Alresford and all of that. Not great. But yeah, now I'm just climbing up to Coxheath. But yeah, I'm not paying too much attention to the power today, or the watts. I'm just trying to ride nice and steady, but if anyone that lives in Snodland watches, coming out up to Berlin, Ryash, climbing up to Coxheath, good luck trying to stay zone 2 because it just don't happen. But I just thought I'd give you a little bit of a life update in this video, you know, a few little bits of information if anyone's interested. So I proposed and she said yes, which is absolutely amazing. So I now have a fiance. Also, my new job, obviously being a property manager working alongside Leanne, is going fantastically well. We went through a little bit of a sticky patch where not a lot was happening, and it was kind of, you know, a little bit touch and go. Am I going to have to go back and drive a truck? And I absolutely love being at home with Ralph. So yeah, as life updates go, that is pretty much it for now. So cancelled the route I was doing. Currently working my way away from Sutton Valence now, heading towards Leeds Castle, and then hopefully when I eventually get some signal round here, hopefully Stu will meet me around Hollinbourne-ish area. So I don't actually know if I'm meeting Stu now. I think he's got a couple of bits to do at home before he gets out, but this is the perfect opportunity to quickly go through what do I need on my bike when I'm doing like 100k, 4 hours or whatever. So I've got my two 500ml bottles. This one's got 90 grams of carbs in it, which is a full portion, and this one's got 45 in it, because I don't actually think I'm going to be riding that hard. So I can't see as I'm actually going to need to have two 90 portions. But just in case, I have got with me, I've got two 45 packs, individual packs, which is absolute game changer because they're now covered in mud because I've dropped them. Purely because I never usually run them and I always run out of powder. And I've got two 45 gels, which I haven't actually tried these yet. I'm absolutely buzzing to try them. But if they taste as good as I've got the cucumber lime powder and I've got the grapefruit powder, if it's anywhere near as good as them, they are going to taste banging, and I cannot wait to get them down my neck. So just climbed up out of Lenham, still heading down towards Sittingbourne area. Well, it'll be Faversham and along to Sittingbourne. I've currently started doing 4-week blocks of VO2 workouts. So this first 4 weeks going to be 20/40s, and then every week I up the interval by 10 watts. because it's only 20 seconds. 4 sets of 5. Shouldn't be too difficult to give yourself a little bit of progressive overload. So basically I'm going to be doing 4-week blocks with a rest week between. And I'm hoping that that is going to get me strong. After Mallorca in May, I've done some big rides, so I'm hoping that that'll give me the base that I need to be able then, potholes, to be able to use the 4-week blocks effectively to get strong before having a really good winter this year. I'm really determined to have a good long winter. Gonna get my winter bike sorted, gonna get a load of winter gear. I'm not gonna make any excuses this year. I am not, and I repeat, not being the slowest at Mallorca next year. On the 17th of August, we are going to the Isle of Wight, doing an Isle of Wight trip. Parking down near the New Forest somewhere. Lymington, that's it, down near Lymington. Over to Yarmouth on the Isle of Wight. 1 lap, and then back to the car.
There's a picture of me in... Oh yeah, probably. So there's pictures of me. I don't think I ever want to come off it. I find it hilarious. Even when I meet someone.
Sure, right, isn't it? Direct.
True. You getting a coffee?
Yeah, what do you want?
No, I've got one.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I'll get a cold drink.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Don't want none.
No, I'm right, thanks mate. Lovely little calf stop at Rodmersham. Never disappoints, that place. It's not the fanciest place. They always deliver. Lovely cup of coffee, hazelnut latte, lovely little bit of lemon drizzle cake. So yeah, always spot on there. Lovely to have a little catch up with Stu. He come out, he rode back about 2k with me. He's on his cyclocross bike, so he's gone to do some cyclocross intervals or whatever it is he's doing. It's like Millionaire's Row, that little bit there out. But yeah, just gonna have one more gel. Then I've got about 15k to home. Yeah, I've had a couple of close calls with cars today. It's been a bit frustrating because it's been a really good ride other than that. So I'm going to descend down Bluebell Hill on the path today because I feel like at some point my luck's going to run out. Probably should have said as well that that gel that I just had, the lemon flavour from Endurance, was the nuts, proper nice. One little effort. It's windy. Well, that was a day. Beautiful weather, a cracking Friday. Couldn't have really gone any better actually. It wasn't too hot. It was just right. It was just a nice steady ride today. I was trying to keep it sort of semi-zone 2, but I didn't really look at the power meter. I just sort of wanted to ride nice and steady, nothing really too major. So I think my average power was about 187 watts. which is banging zone 2, but I just sort of rode on feel, which is actually quite a nice thing to do every now and again. So I ended up riding from where I am in Snodland, headed out towards East Malling, worked my way round sort of to Barming area, ended up climbing up to Cox Heath, and then I worked my way round out towards Lenham and Harrietsham, climbed up from Lenham, dropped all the way down into Sittingbourne, and then I sort of done a bit of a longer loop and then rode up towards Rodmersham Calf, where I did meet Stu, had a cup of coffee with Stu at the Calf, then did the usual Friday loop, worked my way out towards Bredgar, from Bredgar sort of worked out towards the Queen Down Warren up, Bredhurst, dropped down Bluebell, and then back over Petersville. So my nutrition for today's ride was pretty simple. I had 135 grams in my bottles, 135 grams of carbs in my bottles before I went out. I then topped up my bottles with a 45 gram sachet from Endurance on the way back. And I feel that was probably a little bit overkill, to be fair. I don't actually think I needed it as much as I thought I did. I did stop and have a gel as well. I haven't had one yet, so I think I was just looking for a bit of an excuse to try one. Absolutely banging. Citrus, lemon, oh, unbelievable. That was more than enough to get me home. I did have a bit of cake at the Calf, and I did have a can of Coke as well. So I think roughly it works out with all of that about 65 grams of carbs per hour. But like I say, for a zone 2 ride, I think that was a bit overkill, but it's better to have too much, in my opinion, than not enough. And so guys, that's today's video over. If you've watched this far, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I've got a hot date now with some flat pack furniture, so no doubt there's going to be some swearing involved with that. But guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. I appreciate everybody. The channel seems to be doing really well at the minute, and I can't thank everybody enough. But guys, I'll see you on the next one.